Well, I thought I'd let you all start this out with a little story of mine. You see, the other day I was walking to one of my courses in my classes near the campuses, and I saw one of the girls that I had a crush on. So I thought to myself, I'm gonna be fearless today, I'm gonna walk up to her, and I'm gonna ask her out. So I went straight up to her and said, will you go out with me? And to my surprise, she said yes. Which is around the time, Only problem is, that was around the time when I woke up from my dream. With my gray hair and my inability to communicate with women, there was no way I was gonna ask out a girl, more or less get over the fear of doing so. I was so scared, and having that basic emotion of fear didn't allow me to overcome that small little hump in my life. However, that emotion of fear, that basic fundamental of life, is exactly what I want to talk about today. The fear that we all have, and we've all felt it before, and how to overcome it. Now, for me, when I want to overcome fear, I think directly to tricking. Now, probably a lot of you are wondering, what is tricking? Some of you are thinking of something a magician would do. Perhaps something that a prank would play on April Fools. Or maybe something scandalous Miley Cyrus would do on a VMA stage. But tricking to me is a world of imagination, creativity, and fearlessness. Tricking is this new high-energy sport that combines martial arts, dance forms, cheerleading, gymnastics, and any form of movement that makes us feel creative in the way we move. This new high-energy sport can be found in many things such as TV commercials, movies, and even TV shows. However, if I continue to talk about tricking and how cool it is, none of you will really understand what it truly engages in. So I'd like to turn to this video and show you what it truly is about.
You never feel happy. Never feel happy. No, you won't until you try.
As you can see, tricking is amazing the way the body can move and truly exemplifies the imagination and creativity behind movement. Crazy, unheard of, and thought about flips off of one leg, swinging and doing kicks in the air, makes us feel limitless. Now, I could talk about tricking all day and how great it is and how much we connect through this one sport, but what does it mean to us? What does it mean to be fearless, and how does it drive me every day to overcome my own challenges? I like to go back in time to a part of my life where I was fearful. I was scared. Around the end of my sophomore year of high school, I sustained an injury to the anterior of my left leg. A small lump began to grow, from a dime to a quarter, to the point where it was so big and so painful, I couldn't ignore it anymore. As I went to the doctors, they went through many medical examinations, CT scans, MRIs, and I was scared. They threw out several medical jargons that I didn't really understand at the moment, but only one word stood out to me: amputation. Now, I was shocked. I went home and I felt sick. This lurching ball of fear was growing in my stomach, and I couldn't feel anything more or less except thinking about how difficult my life could become. That hallway would become a marathon. My staircases would become Everests. All my daily life activities would become a chore. So, what am I supposed to do? Sit there and be scared? Be depressed? Not achieve anything? I decided to turn to something called tricking for me. And it was just at that moment my friend introduced me and told me that I should check out tricking. I obviously didn't tell him what I was going through because I try to be reserved and not tell anyone about it. But the second I went online that night to YouTube and searched tricking, I became instantly immersed with this ability to overcome fears and to drive yourself and go for new challenges and initiatives that you would never think you could do. Fortunately enough, I was able to overcome my injury And eventually the lump disappeared on its own. Doctors questioned why it happened, and they still don't understand today. But what I took from it was that I learned tricking and that it truly changed my life. I went outside and thought, if I can land a backflip, then I don't have to care about this. I can do anything. And sure, I fell a lot. I fell so much. In fact, I can even show you how much I fell. It was a rough start. I fell a lot and hurt myself. But that was just the baby steps I took into a giant direction. Sure, falling may have hurt at the moment, but what I've overcome has become much more greater than that. So after I overcame my fear of being amputated and not being able to walk properly in my life, I decided to go for more bigger obstacles. One of my biggest fears in life has been public speaking. So I decided to do something even crazier than learning how to do a backflip. I joined speech and debate. It was a crazy, dumb idea at the moment, but I thought, what the heck? If I can land a backflip, what can I do? I joined speech and debate and I practiced every day, talking to walls, talking to mirrors. People probably thought I was crazy. I'm pretty sure at a point I thought I was crazy as well. But it was because of tricking that allowed me to catalyze and drive myself into achieving what I wanted. It allowed me to become successful in my speech and debate career as well. One of the biggest obstacles and challenges I wanted to achieve was to become a state finalist in the Texas Speech and Debate Association tournament. I didn't think I could do it. I didn't think I had the capability. But every day throughout tricking, I practiced and practiced. And every day I practiced against the wall, speaking and trying to get better at what I couldn't do. And it eventually allowed me to make the stage of state finals. I was shocked. As I looked out on the crowd of several hundred people, I didn't think I was ever going to make it that far. It was to the point that I loved tricking so much, I decided to put it in my own performance. It was a risky move, but I think it paid off.
Let's see what he's going to do now. It's pretty funny.
As I was performing my humorous interpretation performance, I imagined all the moments that I've been through. The moment that I decided to pick up tricking and decided to try flip. I remember when I first landed my flip, I felt free. As a quote from a very famous tricker once said, the moment you're upside down, you're not thinking about taxes, life, school. You're only thinking whether you're going to land on your face or land on your feet. This form of meditation for me allowed me to see things more clearly. I didn't have to be muddled with all these thoughts of fear and challenges and thoughts of things that I couldn't do. I realized so much that all of us feel fear more, but we should be actually fear less. We have these dreams of things that are big, and we don't think we can achieve it. But in reality, those are just the next steps we should be taking. Now, I'm not saying that you should all go out and try a backflip. Well, I mean, if you want to, I'll probably find you after this and you can try some of that. What I'm saying is, take the mentality behind tricking that drove me, and maybe it can drive you to achieve your goals. That job interview that scares you, asking out that girl, these are all just small things that we can easily leap over. In fact, we can flip over our own challenges. It's crazy to think that only 2 years ago, I was thinking about not walking. And now today, I'm able to go out and throw flips without even imagining the fears that I once had. Now, it doesn't stop there for me. I'm continually driving myself and trying to go for challenges and goals that I don't think I can achieve. Perhaps the next audition for me, perhaps the next audition for you. What does it mean to be fearless? Think about it. I want you to go out and find something you love and drive yourself to accomplish your goals, to go ahead and love something so truly. And I know what a lot of you guys are thinking. Oh, well, true love never really has a happy ending. That's because true love never really ends. But when we're loving something and have a passion that drives us so much, we can achieve any goal and overcome any fear. And that's the greatest thing about tricking. It allows us to be fearless. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is quite literally how tricking has flipped my life around. Thank you.